Well, it was near dark 30 on the soccer fields. We were 100 strong and kids were coming still up the drive of the Y Sports Park to park beneath the trees. I hadn't seen this many kids in one place since the Winger concert or the dirt track race, and I thought this was definitely the coolest thing that I'd ever seen in Albany. We had Kodiak and we spit in the dirt and watched the senior girls in their skirts and prayed for the day when we had girls that looked good and drank beer. Our lives were filled with nervous excitement as we waited for that epic fight of Clint Cecil and Clay Taylor and the history they'd make, so don't turn away. You don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away, so don't turn away. Cause when you're in 9th grade, it's a big deal to stand shoulder to shoulder in a soccer field with 18-year-olds who are too preoccupied to punch you in the gut. Yet these people came for just one thing, to see Clay and Clinton this human ring, cause both guys were tough as nails and roughest of the rough. Well, Clay we didn't know so good, cause he grew up outside our neighborhood, but I guess I first heard of him in Mary Acres Middle School. Well, some are just fighters and Clay always was, but he never used no knives or guns. He preferred to win or get beat on the strength of his will. Consequently, Clint was notoriously known for being bit by a rattlesnake in a berry grove. He was only 10 then and he swelled up like a weather balloon. But it couldn't kill him, it only hardened him a bit, and after that he never took no shit. That's probably why he and Clay met that afternoon. So don't turn away. You don't gotta run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away, so don't turn away. Well, Clint and Clay should have never have fought. It was a lie started by my friend's dad's daughter, which usually be called a sister, but she was more than that. Cause his dad had an affair with my friend's mom's mother and had 2 kids and maybe others. One was my friend's uncle and the other was his aunt. So his quasi-aunt stepsister person had done a bad thing and worsened it by hitting Clay's parked car, then starting to lie. She was confused already with the way she was, and she didn't want to piss off the boy she loved, cause she had a crush on Clay since she was 9. Which is something we didn't quite understand, cause girls dug Clay, but he was an ugly man, much like us, so he gave us hope, or at least a fighting chance. We just knew he wasn't someone to mess with, so it was no surprise when he got the message that he skipped his class and ran out in a rage. He yelled, "Whichever dead man hit my car, you know what you did and you know who you are. And if you was worth a damn, you'd fess up to what you did." From the group of kids raised a shaking hand. It was the one of my friend's sister, and she said, "Clay, I saw it all and it was Clint." Well, Clint yelled out, "You lying inbred," and Clay cried, "You little punk, you're dead. You meet me at the Y soccer fields at dark." Clint said, "I didn't hit that piece of crap, and nobody talks to me like that, and you're gonna wish you'd never called me out to that park. So don't turn away. You ain't gotta run. Every day brings a rising sun, and one day yours is gonna come and take your blues away, so don't turn away. Keep your toes on the line, keep your head up, kid, everything will be fine. Those bitter grapes gonna turn to wine and take your blues away, so don't turn away." Well, dusk bit into the far horizon. Its teeth marks found a dust trail rising across the clay alley towards the vending machines. At first nobody really noticed till the dust cloud hit the soccer goals. Then some kid yelled, "Hey, I think that's Clay Taylor's Jeep." He was gunning it with the hammer down, and when he got near us, he spun it around and stuck the brakes until the gravel bled. And we all stared in disbelief at the strangest sight I'd ever seen, a butt-naked Clay Taylor with pantyhose on his head. Now you gotta know what this meant to us. This was pre-Braveheart and William Wallace. Clay was revolutionizing the art of war in 1991. It was weird as hell, downright frightening as he called for the man he was supposed to fight. But who could know the horror show had only just begun, so don't turn away. You ain't gotta run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away, so don't turn away. We were shocked, speechless, the field was silent, till a growl pierced the air like a mountain lion's and got closer and closer, shaking needles from the trees. Kids were looking around, all confused, cause the sound grew near, but there was still no view, till the south side of the crowd let out in screams. And the sea of people all around parted to reveal a clown running full speed with a chainsaw in his hands. I'd never seen a clown at full sprint, then I realized, hey, that's really Clint, and I do believe he aims to kill a man. Now there's one thing scarier than a mad clown, that's a midget on crank, and there ain't many around. To be honest, I've never seen one in the real. So the whole crowd got spooked and ran and left a solitary man standing in the middle of a trampled soccer field. Well, it really doesn't matter who won or lost. I can only say that Clint paid the cost of an ill-fated rumor and a heart of pride. It wasn't his fault how things turned out. He tried to have something he was born without, the kind of toughness a few like Clay keep trapped inside. The kind that looks someone square in the eyes as he's rushing at you in a clown disguise and brandishing a Yamaha chainsaw from his daddy's tool shed. And not flinching a bit, not biting your lip, not quivering, shivering, or faking a limp, just spitting out whiskey right there in the mud and saying, "Bring it on, son." Well, that's the stuff you only see in Albany. Clay might have been crazy, but he was braver than any other SOB I've seen in all my years. So when the tax man calls or rent gets late or we played at a show and we didn't get paid, I think, well, ain't no chainsaw-bearing clown, so what do I gotta fear? So don't turn away. You don't have to run. Every day brings a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away, so don't turn away. Keep your toes on the line, keep your head up, kid, everything will be fine. Bitter grapes are gonna turn to wine and take your blues away.